So we've got the lost. And they're lost because they believe the lie. They've been deceived about the lie about the name of God, which is the foundation upon which he rules. And they're misrepresenting the character of God, just like the devil and the beast before them. So they end up in the lake of fire for that specific sin. They were deceived about the name of God, which is the foundation upon which he rules. So now they're in the lake of fire and they're soaking with fire and sulfur. Luke 17:29, Jesus said that the fire and the sulfur destroyed Sodom. Well, that means fire and sulfur, if they are agents of destruction, that they're gone. There's no hope for Sodom and Gomorrah. They're the worst people that ever lived. Now, let's not rush. It's true Jesus connects fire and sulfur in Luke 17:29 with the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. But what is destroyed? They're all thought forms or them. I'm laying a foundation on how to look at the sulfur and fire acting on the nations in the lake of fire. They're in there because they believe lies. So maybe the sulfur and the fire is going to burn away and destroy the lies that open the way for them to be healed and restored. We have got Old Testament precedents for this. Let's look at Sodom and Gomorrah. We already know that Jesus said they were destroyed by fire and sulfur. Most people think they're gone, they're toast. Don't rush. Jude 1:7, English Standard Version. Just as Sodom and Gomorrah and the surrounding cities, which likewise indulged in sexual immorality, pursued unnatural desire, serve as an example. Sodom and Gomorrah serve as an example by undergoing a punishment of eternal fire. Santo, you're burying your own case. Don't rush. They are undergoing, present continuous, by the way. Undergoing what? A punishment of eternal fire, being destroyed by sulfur and fire. Bring it all together, yeah? But Santo, you're destroying your own position here. Let's not rush. Fire and sulfur came on them, destroyed them, undergoing, so it's still going, a punishment of eternal fire. Let's go now back to the book of Ezekiel, where the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah are mentioned and their punishment. And let's just see if the sulfur and the fire and the punishment of eternal fire means they're gone forever, that there is no hope. Ezekiel 16:48-50, New Living Translation says this: Surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord, Sodom and her daughters were never as wicked as you and your daughters. Sodom's sins were pride, gluttony, and laziness, while the poor and the needy suffered outside her door. She was proud and committed detestable sins, so I wiped her out, as you have seen. Destroyed, wiped out, fire and sulfur, undergoing, still undergoing, present continuous, the punishment of eternal fire. Santo, this is saying it's all over. No, it's not. First of all, undergoing the punishment can be corrected, by the way, yeah, which we're going to see. Eternal fire, the Greek word eternal is Ionios. Ionios means an age. Tragically, having the word eternal there is misleading. Just look up your Bible dictionaries and you'll see that sometimes the translators will put eternal, sometimes they'll put an age. It's the age of the fire of the lake of fire, which is going to punish, chastise, correct, and restore. Sodom experiences the punishment of eternal fire and is destroyed by sulfur and fire, and here she's wiped out. Is it the end? Not at all. Look at verse 55 in the New Living Translation. Yes, your sisters Sodom and Samaria and all their people will be restored. What? Wiped out, undergoing a punishment of eternal fire. Fire and sulfur, destroyed, results in all their children will be restored. Wow. Fire, sulfur, punishment, wiped out, destroyed, eventually leads to restoration. So when fire and sulfur destroy, it's destroying destructive stuff in people so that they will end up eventually being restored. The punishment of eternal fire, the fire of the age to come, the future age, the punishment results in restoration. So fire and sulfur will act on the nations, I'm going to demonstrate, to destroy and remove the deception that landed them in the lake of fire. I'm providing you here with Old Testament precedents. Now, come on, folks. If Sodom and Gomorrah, the worst of the worst of the worst, are going to be restored, well, what about the rest of humanity? Yeah? Fire and sulfur destroy that which is harmful and eventually results in restoration. It's a punishment unto restoration. It's a fire unto restoration. It's a destruction of that which is harmful that results in restoration. Next time, I'll give you another example.